Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at two parts of speech. We're going to look at the pronoun and the preposition. Let's start with the pronoun since it's a little more complicated. A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. The main thing that pronouns do is that they help us avoid being repetitive. So take the first sentence here. It's very awkward. Emily bought Emily's boyfriend a candy bar because Emily's boyfriend was having a bad day. Repetitive, awkward sounding. If we use pronouns, it becomes less awkward. Emily bought her boyfriend a candy bar because he was having a bad day. So instead of saying Emily's again, we can say her. And instead of saying Emily's boyfriend again, we can say he. Pronouns keep us from being repetitive. Another word to know is antecedent. An antecedent is the noun that pronouns replace. Here are some examples of antecedents. George went to his brother's baseball game. His is the pronoun, and the antecedent, the thing it refers to, is George. So George is the antecedent. Janine and Heather left. They couldn't stand the smell any longer. They is the pronoun. The antecedent, the thing they refers to, is Janine and Heather. The Xbox Series X started smoking after it had been used for 27 consecutive hours. It is the pronoun, and this Xbox Series X is the thing it refers to. So this is the antecedent. Okay, so there are various kinds of pronouns. We're going to go through these very quickly. We're just going to get a basic gist for the kinds of pronouns there are. First, there are personal pronouns. These are the ones you probably think of when you think of pronouns most. They refer to first person, second person, third person. So first person, you're talking about yourself. I, we, me, us. Second person, you're talking directly to someone, so that would be you. And then third person, you're talking about people outside of yourself and the person you're talking to. So he, she, it, him, her, they, them. These are all personal pronouns because they refer to people. You can turn all of those personal pronouns into possessive pronouns too. So instead of I, it's my. Or instead of I, it's your or his. So first person would be my, mine, our, and ours. Second person, your and yours. And third person, his, her, hers, its, their, and theirs. Okay, there are also what's called relative pronouns. Relative pronouns refer back to the noun it follows, and there are only 5. They are who, whom, whose, which, and that. And you'll see what it means. So this is the video game that I've been waiting for. Well, it refers back to the noun that immediately precedes it. The girl whom Jimmy dated moved away. Well, whom refers back to the noun immediately preceding it. I had a girlfriend whose mood swings gave me motion sickness. Whose, it refers back to the thing immediately preceding it. These are relative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are pronouns used in questions. Who, whose, whom, which, and what. So in the example, what is the answer to the question? The word what is an interrogative pronoun because it creates a question. With whom did she go to the dance? Whom would be the interrogative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns point out a particular person or thing. So this, that, these, and those. This is the best album ever. These are comfortable shoes. You're pointing to something specific and referring to them not by their name, but by the word this or the word these. Indefinite pronouns refer generally to persons, places, or things. So someone, somebody, everything, everyone. These are all, see how they're very general? You're not talking, when you say no one, you're not talking about any in particular person that's not doing something. You're generally referring to people. Each cookie, you're not talking about a particular cookie. It's general. So these are indefinite pronouns because they are not definite. So in the example, everyone loves pronouns. We're not talking about a particular person. We're speaking in general. The next part of speech is the preposition. The key part of the word preposition being this here. A preposition is a word that shows how a noun or pronoun in a sentence relates to another part of the sentence. And it's talking about three things: time, location, and direction. Some common time prepositions would be after, before, by, during, since, or until. They're all elements of time. Location: above, among, below, beside, in, or on. It all has to do with where a thing is. And direction: movement is implied. So along, around, down, from, past, or through all indicate the direction that something is going. Let's look at some examples. I had a snack before lunch. So this one has to do with time. My dog doesn't sit on the couch, but he takes naps beside it. These have to do with position, where the dog is located. Don't panic, but the shark is swimming toward you. Toward has to do with direction of a moving thing. Judge tossed a foul ball to him during the game. So to, direction. During, time. So prepositions indicate how the things in a sentence relate to each other, either temporally, meaning time, or how they relate to each other physically. That's it. Mindeman out.